General Jaziz versus General Dow.
Soon, you will be nothing more than nuclear.
Our forces are prepared to begin the assault.
Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Come on. Don't crash. Yippee-ki-yay.
We will have to hit them with everything we have.
The Chinese are close.
More gifts, General. Our generosity is limitless. Now, General, I think you understand why I am known as Shitao the Nuke. Now the battle begin in earnest. Prepare yourself, General.
Cannot we live in peace?
I'm so glad that didn't crash. Anyways, this is on hard difficulty, and I'm not gonna pull any punches because everybody's told me this is super fucking difficult. So I'm expecting the standard 5 nuclear missiles and maybe more, maybe nuke MiGs. I'm not too sure on that, but I wouldn't be surprised. So yeah, Scud Storms are on the list, and trying to grab all the economy that I can. I can't let anything slip through my fingers on that.
I'm just a peasant.
If I don't have enough money to support all the Scud launchers and demo bikes I'm going to build, then this strategy probably won't work.
Building construction has been completed.
What I'm thinking here is that I can build 6 Scud Storms to take out 4 nuclear missiles, and then the 5th nuclear missile I can take out with demo bikes. That is, unless he builds 6 nuclear missiles, or maybe if I can't take out the 5th nuclear missile due to some kind of level change, that's also a possibility. The old strategy may not work, but it's really the best I have right now.
Does it have to be so
Not to
far?
mention, with that many Scud Storms, I could probably take a nuke or 2 and still have a couple of Scud Storms ready to launch, so I wouldn't be completely out of the game yet. It would just be a really fucking,
Upgrade complete.
hollow victory. It's like I won the fist fight, but I got all of my teeth knocked out in the process. Yeah!
Ready for you.
Demolitions will bring us victory.
Then again, that's kind of the entire plot to Rocky, and Rocky's awesome.
Demolitions will bring us victory.
Oh, General.
I'm going to do my best to defend these oil derricks, but by the time I have some black markets up, I'll probably stop giving a shit about them, since they're just going to be a little bit hard to defend, and by that point, it'll probably be too late to really cash in on any kind of oil that they'll bring in. So I should be alright. They probably won't require that much defense. It's just you can't leave them alone. If you leave them alone, a couple infantry will come up and destroy it, or something like that, or probably something worse on this one.
Sorry for the delay, General.
The thought of fighting an actually competent Tau is kind of scary, because if he sends out nuke MiGs and all that other shit, I'm going to have a little bit of a difficult time. The demo bikes will work alright, but they only get you so far. It's not going to be enough to carry me through any of the missions by themselves. Although they're really nice, especially the fact that they can climb over, hills and stuff. That's the best part about them, but not something you can rely on like a crutch. It's not like Air Force General and Combat Chinooks, The Combat Chinooks are way better by comparison. In fact, the demo bikes would never be able to get past a Combat Chinook. They wouldn't have any kind of chance against just one of them. So they're real situational, but when you find the right situation, they're badass.
If that is what you want, what do you want with me?
I'm building these tunnels far away because I do remember the nuclear artillery, and I do remember how it functions in this mod compared to the other one. They shoot way farther, so I'm going to need a lot of bait, and I'm going to need it far away from my base. They'll probably attack the tunnels with the artillery and whatever else they have, and I can just send demo bikes after it, since it'll stop most things on the ground, and I'll keep a couple of quad cannons back here just in case they send a bunch of air units or there's something else that I need to attack that's maybe infantry-based, or I don't know. I'm kind of worried about that, because if they have some super long-range artillery, I may not be able to reach it with my bike. It may be too far behind the garrison, in which case I'll have to destroy that with my own artillery, then bring my bikes in to take care of their artillery, and that could get really fucking messy.
Ready yourselves. We will be safe in there.
Oh, out of funds already, General.
I wish I had enough money to build more anti-air, but I'm going to have to wait a little bit.
Run for shelter.
But not too long. I do have 3 oil derricks and 2 cash piles, and there's a 3rd cash pile up north, but I'm not going to grab that because if I remember right, it triggers a attack from the artificial intelligence, and I don't want to have to split my defense money and my Scud Storm money up, you know. I just want to build a bunch of Scud Storms, then attack. Once I have all that set up, I can piss off the AI all I want to. It won't be that big of a deal, but until then, yeah, just kind of huddling in my corner and getting my shit together is probably the best idea.
Oh, I am pleased.
Cannot we live in
Maybe you're
peace?
having a meltdown, huh?
Oh, okay, okay. I will
Attaching
work.
supports.
So, Scud Storms. They're effective, they build slowly, and they're really expensive, so we're going to be looking at them for a while.
That building
What is there to
cannot
say
fit
about
there.
them?
Building construction has been completed.
Well, I guess for
Yes.
starters, the Demolition one
What do you
doesn't
want
cause
me
any
to do?
toxin damage. There's
I'm
no
just a
toxin
peasant.
clouds or any kind of damage over time. It's just raw damage, which is kind of
Our
convenient.
work is complete.
One of the big advantages to it is that it does extra damage to buildings, so it's better for taking out buildings, obviously. But you can also use it on a super weapon, then use a rebel ambush to take out the
okay,
super
I will
weapon
work
after
in
hitting it with
peace.
one Scud Storm strike. You don't have to build 2 Scud Storms for each nuclear missile, but you only get 1 rebel ambush per cycle, and I'm not too used to the current rebel ambush, so probably won't be using that particular tactic. I'll try,
That
but
building cannot fit
my
there.
main objective here is to win the super weapons race above anything else.
More supplies for us. How are you?
Not much else to do but
General?
to sit and wait.
What?
I would go out and attack, but like I said, I don't want to trigger them,
Guarding
and
the GLA
really it
underground.
would be nice if it was just a peaceful 2 minutes with no attacks and me
over there.
just sitting here building
Building
Scud Storms.
construction
That
has
would
been
actually be pretty
completed.
optimal. Wouldn't complain about that. It's a far cry from the super weapon general who just starts kicking your shit in immediately and doesn't give you a chance to get anything unless you trick her into attacking shit that's not even vital to your fucking whole operation, which I still hate that mission. I'm not looking forward to doing that one.
Okay, I will work.
Ling, I almost look forward to more. At least it's absurdly hard, and it's not just minorly difficult general with a huge edge on you due to the level and the AI design. It's just,
No, you won't.
yeah, it's more of an issue which one's more fun. And Ling's harder, but it's more
We
fun
have
in the
found
end.
some supplies. Soon we will control
I think
all
for
of the
most of these generals, it
resources.
comes down to which one has the best map, not so much which one's the most fun to fight. If they don't have a good map, it's just not a good fight.
Your weapons are no match for my power.
I'm hungry. I can't build there, if that is what you want.
And that makes 6 Scud Storms. Now I can focus on my base. Build a couple of tunnels, some more quad cannons, get all those infantry together in my tunnel, take that shit up to the north and get some more money going.
I will do the best I can.
I should probably work on getting some demo bikes together too, though, since those anti-air aren't going to really work too good against artillery.
Don't get on my bad side.
Melt! Everything must melt!
Shh! I sense danger may be near.
You cannot stand against my might, General.
I really don't want to send those infantry up north without any kind of quad cannons or armor to support them, so just got to wait a little bit longer before I
Maybe you
take
want me
that.
to send you a clean pair of shorts now, huh?
I'm just a peasant. I'm hungry.
The glow. The wonderful
I
glow.
am finished
Can you
with
not
the
see
building.
it, General?
I will do what I must.
Going.
Is something serious attacking me? Oh no, it's just infantry, never mind.
Yes.
This layering of tunnels should slow down any kind of nuclear artillery attack. Although they'll take out the tunnels pretty quickly, it'll take a little bit for them to get to the actual base. Hopefully if they start attacking, I'll notice them before that happens.
It looks like a nuclear winter this year, General. Surrender! Or do you want the bombing to continue?
The enemy may be near.
Oh, okay, okay, I will work.
Not much up here to stop me, at
Work
least.
complete.
That's a good sign.
Prepare to fight. Their tools may
That
serve
was
us
a lot of
well.
work. Are there not better tools?
Don't get on my bad side. Don't push me.
But I can't focus on taking that cash supply right now. I need to build more demo bikes. If I wait much longer, I may not be able to take out all those nuclear missile silos. And in addition to that, if they send nuclear artillery over and they start blowing up my tunnels, I won't have too much to defend my base with. So, yeah, I got to build some demo bikes, and I probably need to build some black markets while I'm at it. And if I'm building the black markets, then I may as well just go for the whole, black market economy and not worry too much about the cash supply piles. At this point in the game, it won't matter that much. In fact, after the first Scud Storm volley, I should have enough to destroy their base in the second hit, so too much long-distance planning right now is not going to really serve me too well.
Watch your step. I'll puncture the next thing that moves.
If I remember right, I need 10 demo bikes to take out a nuclear missile silo, so it's gonna be a minute before I can start my attack. That's fine. My Scud Storms will take about a minute before they're ready anyways. That should synchronize just right.
I'll get
Other than that, I don't really have much of a ground attack plan. I mean, I could send a bunch of demo bikes and bomb trucks to take care of the other stuff and use sneak attack tunnels, but it's really not going to be as effective as the Scud Storms. And like I said, I could send artillery out, but I don't know how the mix situation is going to pan out. And if I'm already going to use this many Scud Storms, why not just wipe out the rest of the base? I'm kind of already setting what I'm going to do. There's no real reason to change things up at this point.
What do you want with me? Full throttle! This hammer is heavy.
Yes, yes.
Shit, I knew I was forgetting something. Just stack these guys inside the artillery bunker, get that oil derrick, and continue. And I got a little bit extra cash. I guess I'll just go and throw down a stinger side here just to keep the anti-air covered a bit. Although the nuclear artillery is going to be a bit rough over here, the bike shouldn't have any problem reaching this area, so I should be able to keep it protected. I'll have to build a supply stash later. I need to fire these Scud Storms
Where
off.
shall we
I
strike?
know your weaknesses now, General.
Where shall we
Next
strike?
attack will be unstoppable.
And while the Scuds are in the air, I may as well send the demo bikes out. I think this is 10.
Hit and run.
Ah, well. It's probably using too many anyways.
Building construction has been completed.
Well done, General. You have reached
My war
Then again, I may have just enough demo bikes to take care of all this bullshit.
Run them down.
Your defenses crack like so many eggshells, General.
a warrior has fallen. We can now
Get away from my silos, General. Makes right. Would you not agree, General? That's okay, General.
Nice to know that old trick works. So from here on out, I just need to be careful for the artillery. I don't have to worry about any more nuclear missiles. At least none that I know of, unless he has like a general's power or something that's just a
Where
nuke,
shall we
which
strike?
is possible. So maybe I might want to focus on taking out that command center as soon as I can. That could be an issue.
No. Can you not see it, General?
Get any faster.
I'd say right now the artillery's my main threat. Everything else is kind of secondary to that.
Scud Storm.
Thankfully, the demo bikes are just about the perfect solution, mainly because they're not like hovering helixes over them or putting a bunch of RPG troopers on the ground next to them or anything that would stop the demo bikes. So I can just kind of send them into attack with confidence that they'll hit their target. Kind of like air units, but not nearly as reliable and sort of more vulnerable to missiles, oddly enough.
Looks like
But the price is right, and they do a lot of damage, and they're especially good against big, heavy, slow units. So they have a good place in the arsenal, but I could never get myself to like build the demo bikes as Toxin or Stealth or anything like that. It's only really handy as Demolition General where they come out of the arms dealer with the terrorist on the bike. Otherwise, it's time-consuming and a little bit more expensive the other way around. Black market nuke and full rebel ambush. Why not? Just get as much damage as I can.
the end is near, General.
A warrior has fallen.
Full throttle!
Looks like I'll just need one Scud to take out this silo, and the other one I can probably take out with my other Scud and my General's powers. At least I hope I can, because otherwise I may have just fucked myself over a little bit here.
Let's get out of here.
A warrior has fallen.
Let's take a jump.
We can now use our Scudstorm.
Let's get out of here. Full throttle. Cliffs.
Okay, General, that's enough. I'm running out of nukes.
They are really just kicking the shit out of my tunnels. I gotta be a little bit more aggressive on taking these fuckers out and rebuilding. If I don't rebuild the tunnels, they may actually get by and start attacking my arms dealers, which would mean I'd have no more demo bikes, and that would be a huge fucking
Where shall we
problem.
strike? Where shall we strike?
Coming to inspect the nukes, General? You got no don't touch.
That's a pretty good amount of
Where shall we
damage.
strike?
Might just be able to take them out with a black market nuke, but I should probably use a Scudstorm anyways. That way I can focus on my base and just forget about the fucking nuke here.
Tend to leak.
I should have taken the time to spread those bikes out some more, but at least there's some survivors.
You have destroyed all of my silos. Why, General?
It doesn't get any faster.
Why?
Run them down. They won't catch us. Hit and run.
This would be way easier with stealth Comanches, but the demo bikes do a good
Do you
job.
want the bombing to
They're a pretty
continue?
nice unit, one of my favorites anyways. Just never send them into a situation where they're going to get fired at. If something's going to be able to hit them, make sure to send in a tank or something first. But in the case of the nuclear artillery, they can't aim fast enough to hit the demo bikes. And like I said, there's no RPG soldiers or tanks or anything next to them, so demo bikes pretty much have free range to hit them. There's nothing to stop them.
Pick up the
I'm not
speed.
finished with the building.
Full throttle.
Ow! Okay, I will work. I will do the best I can.
Your weapons are no match for my power.
I'm
A
hungry.
warrior has fallen.
Not much else to do unless he's rebuilt a lot of stuff, but I kind of doubt it.
Want.
In the end, there's no way he's going to be able to survive all these Scud storms, and the demo bike should be able to clean up any of the leftovers.
Go. Throttle.
We can now use
Let's
our
take a jump.
Scudstorm.
Push it.
Where shall we strike?
You are
That
losing
ought to
this
put an
war,
end to the nuke
General.
cannons.
A few more bombs and your base will fall.
It'll take a little bit more than that to take out his command center, but I have another Scud storm in about a minute, and all these other generals' powers, I think it'll be alright. At least I don't think he's going to expand and rebuild his base or anything like that. Seems unlikely at this point.
Throttle. Full throttle.
A warrior has fallen.
Hopefully this is the last round of artillery. I'm getting kind of agitated having to babysit my front line all the time.
They won't catch
It's
us.
not the worst, though, and I'm probably playing this wrong. If I use the artillery, I might have a little bit of an easier time. I'll have to give the artillery a shot on the next match. Maybe I'm not judging it right.
Hit and run.
But for now, the demo bikes are doing just fine. In fact, I think if I punched a hole in the left side of the enemy's base, I could have flooded a whole bunch of demo bikes through and done a pretty good amount of damage while I waited for all the Scud storms to build up. So maybe I should run through skirmish a couple more times as a few of these generals just to make sure I understand them completely.
Throttle.
But it's nice to know that I can still beat these challenges. At least Nuke, he wasn't that hard. At least at this point, I'm not really too impressed with the changes they gave Nuke. He's not really that difficult, although it's nice to see the Nuke MiG running.
Our
At
Scudstorm.
least he's using them this time.
Cannot we live in peace? This is hard work.
Where
A
shall
warrior
we
has
strike?
fallen.
Launching Scudstorm.
That ought to wipe out the
Where
command
shall
center,
we
no
strike?
problem.
Full throttle.
And that's the last shred of his vital infrastructure. Now I just gotta wipe out a couple of power plants and he'll give up.
Let's do it. Full throttle. Let's take a jump. Full throttle. They
The
won't catch
end is
us.
near, General. My command center. No! I won't use command.
Pick up the speed. Push it. Pick up the speed.
Warrior has fallen.
I'm pretty sick of these garrisons too. They should have been wiped out a long time ago.
Remember, don't look directly at the glass, General.
Good old Rebel Ambush. Easily my favorite general's power. It's simple, versatile, and dependable.
Full throttle. Full throttle.
Where shall we strike? Launching Scud.
Oh wow, most of these towers aren't even garrisoned, so yeah, I could have just sent the fucking demo bikes from the start as long as I took out the Gatling towers. Really wouldn't have been too much to stop them.
Oh, okay, I will work.
These will glow like the sun.
I will go. That was a lot of work.
Cliffs, let's do it.
Expanding service area.
We can now use our Scud Storm.
Ah, fuck it, I'll just use the Scud Storm on this crap.
Where shall we strike? Launching Scud Storm.
Now I just need my radar van scan and I'll be ready to
Let's get
attack.
out of here.
I just want to be sure I'm attacking right, because you can lose a whole lot of demo bikes really quickly if you don't use them correctly. They have infantry level health, but they're also armored, so they take a lot of extra damage from tank and missile fire, and they don't hold up too well against Gatling cannon bullets either because of their low armor, so yeah, pretty much everything kicks their ass.
Get them.
But like I've been saying, if you use them correctly, they're really fucking powerful.
I will try my
Just
chance.
try not to use them as a solo unit. Always use something in unison with them, like the tunnels or a Scud Storm attack or any kind of missile attack to where you can take out a couple of key defensive structures so the bikes can get in. Send them in a mass conga line, though, and there's a high probability they'll just get completely destroyed by a couple of RPG troopers.
We have AP rockets now. Let's kick up some dirt. Run them down. Let's take a jump. Get them.
Yeah, I way overestimated the amount of defenses they had over here.
Everything must melt.
We are victorious.
Another moment, and I would have reduced you to dust.
Well, that was easy. I didn't really see too many differences in this one compared to the 0-hour version, except for a couple of different units. Like, he used his nuke MiGs, and he had the infantry with the mortars, little artillery infantry, but nothing that much different, and really not that much of a challenge when I look at it. At least his Demolition General. Maybe a couple other ones might have a little bit of a issue on that one, but not Demolition. It's pretty damn easy with the demo bikes. Hopefully the next challenge is a little bit more difficult, because I kind of wussed out on this one. I built all those Scud Storms, and I held back with my demo bikes. If I attacked with everything I had from the start, I probably could have finished this about 5 or 6 minutes quicker. Anyhow, there's not too much more to say about Tau. All you need to do is counter his nukes and watch out for his artillery, and he's pretty much beat at that point. There's not much else he can do to you. Can't really think of any more advice to give about him, so that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.